Okay, so I have to confess, I've been doing this really interesting study on myself, the things that I consume, like mentally, physically, emotionally, yada, 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 right? And it seems interesting because I realize actually life is more like a video game that the higher intelligent powers that be are controlling. Yeah, they're smarter than us. It's an insult thing, right? There's a tower moment. Here's towers. Somebody literally could just, I feel like, what if we lived? I'm just going to give a what if because I feel like that's more comfortable for the time being. What if we lived in this world where you could pass away? So that's like the ultimate tower moment. They fell out of a tower. Like, they probably didn't survive if they were normal muggle mortals, okay? Yeah. Makes her mark. That's what I'm saying. Is like this came out in the reverse. This is a Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold. Somebody's not left out in the cold at all, actually. It seems to be the mark that is being made. Who knows what that means, right? All we know is that we're going to use our little jazz fingers any way that we can. Discreet yet revolutionary. This is the High Priestess card in this deck. So somebody already kind of knew about this and kept their eyes averted. I think it was more like a bird box. Um, a really sad, slow bird box that needed to kind of get ripped out the plastic. Okay, Into the Unknown is here. This does not belong to this deck, but this is number 7. I'll put that where it belongs. Keep it pushing. Yeah. There's some kind of like breakthrough of message or a message breakthrough that's just not happening. I feel like there's somebody actually closing their eyes to something quite remarkable. But not much, right? Brimshot. If you've never watched Philo Brim, maybe that's like your type or something. So there's something also about the key to success being excessively kind, knowledgeable, having information that might be valuable to the masses, not in a way that is appeasing, in a way that is actually useful. There's growth. So if you know that you've grown, then you also know that considerably so is your responsibility. Yeah, that's the wealth of the situation when you take it to heart. There's really nothing to hold over anybody's head. I don't want. This is like a. This is a tower. Okay, I want you to understand that the knowledge of your own growth, taking an inventory about where you're at in life, actually denotes wealth, spiritually, physically, otherwise. Okay, like that's a powerful understanding. This is kind of pyramid-esque, a little bit more like the one in Mazacheklan than Egypt. So your power, wherever it's derived from, wherever you have plugged yourself in. I want to say it is a plug-in. It's like a ascension, right? It's a process by which, right, you're not courageous necessarily, but you also don't have this need to walk the well-beaten path. It isn't really like personal, doesn't have much to do with anything literal, right? This is the morning star. It's just about ending strife. Like it so I'll give you an example. Say you have been married to, and this is end of strife is going down on top of this, makes her mark, right? Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. Maybe you dated a star before, and when you did, you didn't really think it was gonna go anywhere. If y'all were gonna have a connection ever, and you weren't really like that confident about it, right? Now it's more like you already know, you have the know-how. You've crossed this end of strife in terms of discrete evolutionary existence. You have had a tower moment, and you're like, yeah, I can actually know a lot. I can grow a lot. I can know a lot. I can grow a lot, and then I can be super wealthy about it. And it doesn't have to be like boisterous. It doesn't have to be super in your face, unless I want it to be. In which case, like go watch that movie Sense8, where actually there's people who don't necessarily ask to be connected are suddenly connected for life. Um, that's the end of strife. That's the void. It's the abyss. When you're staring into it, it's talking back to you. You don't have to be scared of it. Like there's nothing to be scared of. It's just I guess if you think that like there's such a thing as heaven and hell, people be like, oh, my baby mama or my baby daddy felt like heaven, so we created a baby, but then she put me through hell. People just flippantly say that kind of stuff, not having any clue what they're talking about. So, knowing what you're talking about, growing from it, and wanting wealth rather than just additional information, which is nothing wrong with that. Information is power, and power is wealth. But there's also a difference in currency when it comes to emotionally investing in a situation that is going to be reciprocal. So that's the part of sensation that I want people to like kind of flick awake. Like, hello. You know what I mean? Like, reinvigorate that part or that limb of your life to the point where you can actually be available for communication because for me personally, it's been a sore spot for a while. So that's on me in my relationships. You might have been the person that just gave up. Right. Look at this is a wrestler. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. I should probably wife you up. It's like almost this was the resistance of being a wife. It was not confident enough, not this enough, not that enough, whatever. What you're moving into once you, this is like a very serious clutch mode, okay? Look at this. The Tower card is here, in black and white, red all over, okay? All right? Yeah. Here's the end of strife with a message right underneath it. And you're done. Like, you're void of burdens. Burdens is in the reverse. So this message is not a burden, or at least it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be an invitation into the new understanding of who, why, what, where, when you have been the person that you have been. You don't have to be a specific experience, color, uh, ethnicity, race, even if you don't run marathons, like you're good. You know what I mean? Everyone's good. Here's honey agaric, number 9. Yeah, and okra, number 3. So 9-3 could be significant for you, or 3-9 somehow. All I'm trying to say is that there seems to be something that you've almost ingested. It's like giving you goosebumps. It's the things that used to turn you off kind of like interest you now, and it's like not it's so rough because this energy is unprocessed. You have yet to experience it. And so there's apprehension, but in a really healthy way. It's like on both ends, this is rough. Yeah, look, alfalfa and parsley fell out on top. This is number two, and the jack falling out on knowledge and wealth as well. So it's like having a brand new venture in two separate directions. Knowing how to juggle them is not the easiest. It's having your eyelashes attached in situations where you don't really even need eyelashes. It's if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. And there's something about like solitude being in the reverse. This fell out in the reverse. Um, it's like now the whole forest is standing at attention with you. The woodland creatures are like, oh, this is my part. Right. Here's life force of Aphrodite. You're not alone in your love. You're not isolated, if you could say, in the rebellious parts or the compliant parts of the human that you are. And that's okay. It's just all right. Whatever it is that you're going through, yeah, there's no restriction of your discreet revolutionary kind of spirit. You're not closing your eyes on everything. You're just closing your eyes on those points in time that you don't really need to be like going through trauma again. Like you're just kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna take what's right here on the top. Look, I really want you to see that. Okay. This is enhance your sixth sense. Okay. So this is like you don't have your eyes closed on this. You're just taking a break. Like someone actually thought that you actually didn't know about this. You know about it. It's just like you don't always have to capitalize on it in order to feel good about yourself. It's sometimes look, here's the signs of personal growth. This is 3 cards in a row. Look, this is discreet yet revolutionary, enhance your sixth sense, and signs of personal growth. I think if we apply this to either side, that's a victory. This goes straight down the middle with the Tower card, okay? You're trying something different than like stepping outside of what you're used to in order for things to become something that's like unrestricted. So another interesting visual that's coming to mind is in Men in Black, they have some creatures that break out 9-3, and the breakout comes from their ability to occupy other people's meat sack, right? And that's important for no reason at all, except that I was just saying how, what if you had the ability to do that? What if it was not 3 blind mice, but 3 very exceptionally gifted, like Daredevil almost energy. Daredevil in Marvel, he's blind, but he can sense, like when it rains, every single surface that the rain hits, he can sense it with him, kind of like a spidey sense kind of accuracy, right? It's water. It's making vibrations, resonations. There's a lot of personal growth that he goes through in order to master himself. I think he goes to the roof to do that. So I'm going to get one random card. Eat like a local even if you're not. So this is honey agaric, right? If you're allergic to honey, you'll probably be allergic to mead wine. You'll probably be like, this is from a specific place in the world. You either recognize it or you don't. But this is the end of strife. This doesn't have to become complicated. This is just not being alone and not loving a whole bunch of things that have been happening. We're not going to point a finger or blame anybody at this point. Right now, we're more focused on finding the solution. Can we find the solution? It's like, listen, if there was a meteorite or a comet or something huge just hurtling towards the planet Earth, right? Would you want to take care of the actual sampling of that actual thing that's going to hit the Earth any second now? Or is it more important for you to just stop the thing from hurtling through space that quickly? Just to even give yourself more time so that you can understand what the hell the actual trajectory is supposed to be, right? And even if that makes you like absolutely slow in the large scheme of things, you don't really care because you're like, if I just save like everybody, then I don't like, why would I give it? I mean, I'm not mean, I just state the obvious. That's a Three of Swords in the reverse coming out. I'm not mean, I just state the obvious. This is you saying, don't look up. Don't look up. It's that simple. Like when you feel googly moogly eyed, or you want to ask Jeeves a question, or you want to like get in my belly, get in my head, or get on my level. I don't really care at this point. It's not about that. Yeah, that's not the message. Stating the obvious is something that everybody can do. Like social cues are easy to pick up on. What's not easy to pick up on is what's behind a social cue. What's standing behind that social cue that you were picking up on quite obviously, right? Isn't that more like the mystery of it all? Look, yep, there's the focus. Someone doesn't like it that you keep your phone on do not disturb because it is a waste of time in their mind. The thing about it is that you're actually not willing to talk to answering machines, third parties, or any type of solicitation against your will. So you do the best you can as an individual solo dolo human being that just doesn't have time to waste when it comes to targeting of yourself, your time, your energy, your efforts, etc. Just no time. There's no time. That's it. There's no message of focus here. Someone's not gonna change who they are. They're gonna take their time and state the obvious. We've got focus and the justice card, which is the time, right? Focus on justice. Then there's no message of like heartbreak, honestly. That's it. Like that's all there is. I'm not even gonna like continue. This is the star card coming out. I don't know how it was situated. We'll see if this is upright. Yeah, there's fun forever. Right there. That's the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna get the oracle cards, just one for the top, one for the bottom. So this is no competition. When you focus on finding your chill time or like the downtime, the off time, we want to know about what you do on your spare time, your free time. There is no competition because you're the star. You know what I mean? They're gonna follow you around like the paparazzi, but they're also not gonna get the message that you're not gonna be sitting there heartbroken because they're being dishonest. There's no truth in competition. When you're competing with me, it means that I've intimidated you in some way, or that we've been pitted against each other in one way or another. And I don't really appreciate that kind of energy. So this new life energy goes with the star energy. Just like that. Not making it up. Somebody's just like, there's not going to be any kind of invention of what we aren't. There's going to be genuine building of what we are. Yes. Yes. I need to feel like there's a sense of connectedness that doesn't include other people's opinion. It's just simply the universe and the input. Should I intuitively move away from this person? Well, if you tell 50 people about it, they're going to have 50 different opinions on exactly what you should do, when you should do it, and why you should do just that. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, right? But I'm not about to wipe everyone's ass. So that's the difference. Look, Makes Her Mark came out again. This really wants to be out here. Somebody's like watching what kind of marks, the tally ho. I don't know why I'm hearing that. The tally of something where someone's just like, I fuck it. Like I don't have anything for you. Not in this alleyway, because he looks like he's in an alley with like, I don't know, some type of ladder behind his head. He's like, this ladder has fallen on my head this many times. I'm not working in this alley no more. And on top of that, I'm not telling you any of the secrets of my trade. I'll tell you each other's. Because you never heard that there's new life to be breathed into this portion of the stardom. There were a lot of secrets before. Now we could just like, woo, dump it out. Right? Go on vacation, get your beads, come back home, and you're good to go. Why is that not universal? Is that healthcare? It's the wicked at work. So that's my point. I think I'm going to just leave it here because this has been extensive, exact, and I'm actually quite pleased with the way it turned out. I do just want to say this is the Five of Pence in the upright through the middle. Makes her mark. It's like, find time to chill out, make your mark, and just be like, I'm not mean, I just state the obvious. Basically. Is there a chic razor out there? Basic shaving etiquette? Does that come with it? Like a little booklet, a pamphlet or something? Like just folds out like, this is when it's okay to shave, this is when it's not. This is when it's okay to be completely and totally brave, and this is when it's not. I just was wondering, basically.